So fasting is not just about weight loss. It's about high performance in your brain. Okay, so your brain is going to start sparking. You're going to get real clarity of thought if you follow this principle to the T. You're going to get boost of energy. You're going to enhance your longevity. There's things that happen within your body where you start clearing out dead cells, for example. And when you use it strategically, it's a real amazing reset for your body and your mind. And it's really powerful if you're trying to get control of your health. So you're gonna start with a 16-8. And what that means is you're gonna eat within an 8-hour window and not eat within 16 hours. Now, if you're going to do more advanced protocols, then you can increase the window. So you can start making the window 18 hours, 20 hours, and then you have 1 meal a day, and then you switch to 3 meals a day. Now, there is a pathway included in this protocol for you to follow to build to that safely, and it's very safe. I use the word safely. This is very safe to do. You should always be checking with a medical professional if you've got any health concerns, but your body was designed to do this. We actually are not designed to eat all of the time without ever having periods where we don't eat. If you think about what would have happened in, many, times gone by, we wouldn't have had food all the time. We would have had times where we didn't eat. And the body has adapted incredibly to cope with those times, and your brain becomes very switched on when you don't eat, because you've got to get food. You've got to, think about how you're going to get food to survive. So there's a lot of science behind fasting, and it's not just skipping meals. Okay, so it's shifting your body into a state of repair and optimization. And when you stop eating for a period of time, your body will start tapping into your fat stores, and you'll start becoming fat adapted. So really what we're trying to do is get our body away from using carbohydrates as the primary source of food and switch towards the fat that's stored on our body. And there's something called autophagy it's going to happen, which is where you start cellular repair and clean up within your body. You're going to have a reduction in inflammation markers in your gut and in your brain, and that's going to help prevent disease in the long term. Increases human growth hormone, which supports muscle prevention and fat loss, and enhances cognitive function, which I've talked about just now. So, like I said, it's not just for fat loss, it's for your entire system. This is a really powerful principle, fasting. So, like I've said before, you're going to start with a 16-8 fast. Stop eating by about 8 p.m. latest, 9 p.m. the very latest. I suggest skipping the breakfast and break breakfast at around midday. So you've got 8 hours, 12 till 8 to eat. During the fast, you can consume water, plenty of water. I'm open to electrolytes being consumed, especially on the longer fasts, and lots of herbal teas. That's what I personally have used. And like I said, there's lots of benefits. If you're going to do the advanced fast, then you're going to move towards something called OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. Then you're going to go to 2-day fast and then 3-day fast. Now the hunger waves will come and go on your first day, but by 2 and 3 days, you should be fat adapted and you should feel pretty good. You might get a little bit low in energy, but to be honest, if you've adapted correctly, you get low. If it's the first time doing it, you might get a bit low. But if you've adapted correctly and you're drinking enough water, you shouldn't really feel a dip in energy. You can still work out. Just be sensible. Remember, this is not like a build phase. You're not going to be like crushing it at the gym necessarily or in your workouts. So just be kind to yourself during this time where you're not eating, you're fasted. So the last bit of this video is about breaking your fast. Lots of people are like really dreaming. I certainly was. First time I did it, was like dreaming of what I was going to eat, queuing up all the stuff that I had not eaten, and had a pretty heavy meal. And it's just not great for your digestive system. So be kind to yourself. Break your fast gently. Bone broth is a great way. Avocado is kind of soft. Fermented foods, kimchi, sauerkraut, kombucha. Clean, obviously, not processed foods. Some fruit would be fine. And just be gentle with it. Just be gentle. Don't go into a big fried breakfast or anything like that, or a big roast dinner, as I know someone did. If you are concerned about fasting, so just do what you can. If you've got a history of eating disorder, if you've got chronic stress, adrenal fatigues, pregnancy, diabetes, low blood sugar, things like that, then definitely consult a doctor. But generally, it's really safe for everybody to do, and it actually feels great. And something that you could continue doing after your 21 days is you could continue doing the 16-8 fast. You could do 1 day of fast a week where you don't eat, once a week as a regular recurrence to keep your body cleansing out and keep you used to the fasting process. Personally, if I've got like a conference to go to, I've got a lot of traveling to do, it's actually really easy to not eat anyway. It's actually easier for me to not eat. So I'll use that as my day where I don't eat, and then I'm not tempted, I'm not crashing, my energy's not crashing, my energy's nice and sustained. And I feel good at these conferences rather than coming back home and feeling pretty rubbish. So that's how I use fasting. That's a bit about the principle of fasting in this protocol. Enjoy it. It's really powerful, and I'll see you in the next video.